in the module C today. The topic is Introduction to Java Web Applications. And I upload a zip file called duke.zip. This is our example. All right. When I work on Tomcat, I will deploy and run this example. If you want to, play around, if you have a chance, the basic condition is you need to get your Tomcat installed and going through the basic commands we did last time. If you complete that step, then you can follow me doing the remaining part. Otherwise, you just watch my steps. And after the class, then you can repeat it. All right. Yeah. You can download, unzip it, put it aside, then we will get there quickly. Zoom side, some student, can you mute your microphone a little bit because I can hear noise? Zoom side students, so you can check your microphone. You may need to mute it. Yeah, so that the whole class won't hear the noise from your microphone. Yeah. First, I like to give you some basic information because the topic is Introduction to Java Web Applications. Yeah. So I want to tell you how to deploy web applications in Tomcat, the basic steps first. So then I use Tomcat to do the demo. Yeah. So let's start. Oh, just a minute. My remote control. Yeah, I need to connect my remote control. All right. C.1, deploy web applications in Tomcat. First, let's look at how to deploy a Java web application in Tomcat. Yeah. Here, we talk about production way. Yeah. So we continue what we did last time, the production way. First, we like to look at the format of a Java web application. Yeah. Your web application in what kind of format? Yeah, we want to learn that first. The first type, it is a folder that contains everything for a web application. Just a folder, a simple folder. Yeah. All the resources organized in subfolders, files inside this root folder. This is a root folder. Then the whole thing in one single folder, so we call it a Java web application, the first format. Yeah. And this folder, it's a root of this web application. So we have a concept called context root. Context root. Okay. Later, we need to use this name, this context root, its name to access this web application. So this concept is important. All right, yeah. And its default name is the folder name. Yeah. Because when we access this web application, we need to type this context root name. What is the default name? So default name is just the folder name. All right, yeah. But later you have a chance to change it. Yeah. Later you feel, oh, this is not a good name. Then you have a chance to change it. Okay. Here, let me give you 2 ways to change it later. Okay. Yeah. It's possible. Yeah. In a configuration file, there is a special configuration file. All right. Yeah. In this class, we use many different configuration files. right? So usually the configuration file, yeah, all right, let me change the color. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Every time I need to change the color. All right, yeah. We need to use many configuration files, and usually we use XML file to do configuration file. Typically, our configuration files are of XML type. Yeah. So later you will see some of the configuration files. Yeah. So in one of the configuration file, you can change the context root. Yeah. So first way. Second way, in the Tomcat Manager page, there is a special web page called Tomcat Manager page. In the next slide, I will show you Tomcat Manager page. Okay. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. So we can do a lot of things. Yeah. One thing, change context root. Yeah. One thing you can do there. Yeah. All right. Then the second format of a Java web application, an archive file that contains the web application archive file. Okay. Zip file, it's an archive file, right? Another archive file you have seen before, Java, J-A-R, library, Java library archive file, okay, Java file, and many other types. But here we use a special archive file. It's called WAR file, W-A-R, Web Archive File, W-A-R, special for this purpose. Okay? Java web application WAR file, .war, okay? Extension W.WAR extension. Yeah. So we use this kind. So these two popular ways we can manage our Java web applications. Yeah. Here, let me say some basic information about this WAR file. Yeah. It's nothing new. WAR file, the format, it's nothing new. The binary format is exactly as the zip file, same as zip file, all right? Yeah, just extension is different. Internal structure, exactly the same as the zip file, okay? That means if you can use some software to open the zip file, like a WinZip, you can open zip file. You can also open this WAR file, all right? If you want to see what is inside, right? This WAR file, what is inside? You can use WinZip, open it. Then you can see all the details inside this WAR file because they use the same format, right? Similarly, the jar file, J-A-R, also use the same format, okay? Jar file, you can also use WinZip to open it, okay? They all use the same archive format, just the extension name different. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Here. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So you can try if you're interested. Yeah. But here I do not do it. Yeah. Then deployment methods. Yeah. Now we want to do deployment. Yeah. The first method. Very simple. Copy the web application folder into the document root. Last time I talked about that document root concept. Each web server must have a document root. Otherwise, where do you place your web applications? That root, that location, the place you put your web applications. Here in Tomcat, let me recall the name Web Apps folder in Tomcat. Remember, yeah, last time when I put a screenshot showing you all the folders inside Tomcat installation folder, root folder, you see one of the folders web apps. That's the one. All right. So we just copy, drop, paste in that directory. Then later we can run Tomcat and visit that web application. Okay. All right. Next, another way we can deploy Java web application. Drop the web application WAR file. Yeah. This time, just drop that WAR file, all right, into the document root. Then, yeah, we can also, you do not need to, yeah, so here, it's not necessary. You just use some software WinZip to open it, extract, then put it, not necessary. Just drop the WAR file to that directory directly, then Tomcat will open it up, yeah, do everything. Now, Tomcat knows how to deal with it. Yeah. All right, just drop it. Yeah. Yeah. This kind of format easier for file transfer. Because during the development, you may like to send your web application to different members in your team, yeah, things like that. Yeah. So usually this WAR file more convenient, yeah, for people. Yeah. All right. There is another way to do the deployment, manager web page. Okay. Yeah, I will show you next page, manager page. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's look at deploy a Java web application as a Tomcat manager. Yeah, there is a special role, Tomcat manager role. All right. So let's see. In order to work as a Tomcat manager, the first thing, we need to create a manager account in Tomcat. Yeah. To do that, yeah, here, just add this special configuration file. Yeah. Remember in the previous slide, I said we will use multiple XML files to do the different configurations. This is one of them. Okay. First, this is under the folder conf. Remember this conf folder under the Tomcat installation directory, that root, there is one called conf, yeah, configuration. Yeah. And then configuration file Tomcat -users.xml. This is XML, dash.xml. Then you use a text editor to open it. Yeah. Here, this is example. Yeah. Here, the screenshot here is an example. Yeah. All right. First, you define role. So you can define different roles in this Tomcat server. Multiple roles. That's user's definition. Okay? That's user's definition. All right. So you have freedom. You can choose different roles, different role names. Okay. Later, in some other places, you can set security rules for these roles. Security rules. Yeah. What roles can access what pages? Security. Yeah. But here you just define your roles. Then after you have roles, then you can create user's account. Each line corresponds to one user, right? Username, password, and a role. Which role this user has? See, yeah, in that configuration file. Okay. This is the production one, right? Yeah. Very simple. All right. After that, suppose now you have the manager role. Okay. Suppose you have the manager role. All right. Then, oh, sorry. Yeah. After that, then we need to access the Tomcat manager page. All right. All right. So here the URL, Tomcat manager page, the URL you can see. Yeah. So that's a typical Tomcat. But here you can see this part, the host and the port number. Host, here we assume we're running Tomcat on our own machine. So the default host, localhost, the default host on our machine. After that, the port number, the default port number of Tomcat, colon 8080. That's the default Tomcat port number. Okay. Yeah. You can change if you have some problem with this port number. Sometimes probably conflict, right? Because each port number you can only run one service. If some other service occupies this particular port number, you have to change it. To change it, you just go to one of the configuration file, Tomcat configuration file. Okay? XML, you find the right location, 8080, you change to 8090, things like that. Change to a different port number. Next time, when you visit your Tomcat, you just type colon 8090, for example. Okay, yeah, here. All right. For the real world, yeah, for the production, you have to change that localhost that to the domain name. Okay? You need to register a domain name, a commercial server, right? Yeah. So you will see domain name of your company, replace that localhost colon 8080. And you cannot use special port number. You have to use the default port number. Yeah, because you don't want your users type port number, right? You don't want your user type something.com colon port number. That's not good, right? So if you want to bypass that colon port number, you have to use the default port number. Default port number 80. Just 80. Right? You make your server, Tomcat server, running using this 80 port number. In that way, the user does not need to type colon 80. Just www.yourcompanydomainname.com, enter. Yeah, that's your server. Yeah, that's simple. All right. Okay. Yeah, but here, after that port number manager/HTML, so you will see this kind of Tomcat manager page. Okay. Yeah. After you see this page, you can see several things you can do. Yeah, 3 parts. Yeah, 3 parts, 3 portions. Okay. Yeah, let me admit here, because I had experience in my another company. If I admit on my machine that I do my PowerPoint presentation, then it will disable my remote control. So I have to use a different machine to do it. Yeah, some kind of experience I need. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So my remote control is good now. Yeah. So no interruption. Yeah. All right. Then the first part, the top half, you can see the manager can do control on existing Java web applications. Yeah. What kind of control you can see? Yeah, the font is pretty small, but later you will see when you download this file. Start, stop, right? Then what else? Reload, and undeploy. Yeah, several basic things. Yeah. For existing web applications. So that's one. Another, deploy local Java web applications. This part is for local. Local means with respect to the server. Local with respect to the server. Okay. So those web applications already at the server side. Then you can select which one to deploy. Okay, yeah, so you can see when you deploy, you can set a context path. That's our context root, right? Context path, you have chance to change it. All right, yeah, context path, yeah, root, yeah, optional. If you do not set it optional, it uses the default context path. Okay, yeah, the folder name, yeah. All right, and XML configuration for URL. All right, yeah, and then wall or directory URL. Yeah, you know, location. Yeah, because already in the server, so you should have those locations. Yeah. All right, but we are interested in the remote web applications, because people work in a remote location, right? Not necessarily the same location, you know, yeah. People can work anywhere in the world, yeah. Now you can use the third way to do the deployment, yeah. Just upload from your local machine, right? When you deploy, yeah, look at. So click the browse button. Then you have a chance to find your WAR file on your local machine, right? Yeah. And upload, then deploy. Another easy way. Yeah. So you can do that. Yeah. All right. So that's the for this kind of basic things. Yeah. Tomcat manager. Yeah. All right, here there is something, Tomcat, we know there are many versions right now. Already we have version 10, the newest version, version 10. Yeah. For the old Tomcat, after you install, you bring up the home page of Tomcat. There is a manager link, you click it, then you go to the manager page. But the recent Tomcat versions, that link is gone. By default, that link is gone. Yeah, so probably, you know, so the default version is try to hide the manager page. So most people won't see that manager page on the Tomcat homepage. Okay, yeah. So, but if you need to use it, probably you need to go to some configuration file to enable it. Yeah, you need to do an extra enable step, enable the manager page. All right, yeah. Next step, demo. Yeah. Now, I want to show you demo, yeah, some real web application deployment. Very simple, yeah. But before I show you in action, yeah, Java web application in action in Tomcat, I like to go through the basic steps in this slide first. Yeah. First, copy a Java web application in the document root. Now, remember I asked you to download that duke.zip file. That's the one. We use that for the demo. Yeah. You unzip it, you will see the Duke folder. Okay. Then we can copy that Duke folder inside that document root directory. Yeah. Yeah, so our example, we have this Duke folder. So later, I just copied this folder. Yeah. All right. Here, I give you the zip file. So you download, you unzip it. Yeah. All right. Here, when we do the copy, actually, there are two ways. We can try different ways. The first way, copy it before starting Tomcat. Okay, before we start Tomcat, then we do the copy. The second way is after starting Tomcat. We can start Tomcat first, then we copy that file. So these two different ways, yeah, they correspond to two different deployment ways. The first one called code deployment. Tomcat is not running, it's cold. All right, yeah. So deploy it before starting Tomcat. Okay, yeah. But the second way, hot deployment. Tomcat is running, it's hot. Okay, it's running, yeah. But we do not shut down Tomcat, right? Yeah, we don't want to shut, although you can shut down, okay? But we just deploy it directly when Tomcat is running, right? Deploy it after starting Tomcat. Yeah, these two different ways. Yeah. Later, I will compare these two ways a little bit. Yeah. All right. Next step, access this web application. Now we need to run it. Assume we successfully deploy it. So ready, so we run it. Start Tomcat, make sure that you start Tomcat first. Then in the web browser, type the URL that corresponds to this web application. For our example, we type HTTP:/. No S. No. Some students type S. You couldn't find it. Right? Yeah, here, no S. Yeah. HTTP://localhost:8080. Yeah. Default part /Duke. Default context root. Yeah, we use the default context path. Duke. Yeah. Folder name. Yeah. Then you will see welcome page of that web application. Welcome page. Now, this concept, welcome page. Later, I will spend a lot of time to talk about welcome page of a web application. All right. Any questions so far? Yeah. Oh, John? Yeah.
When you post the slides, will we see your writing on it?
Yes. Yeah, I say it. The writing. All right. All right, so, and my annotation, I save it as a PDF version. Yeah, so this PowerPoint file I upload as is, but with my annotation, I save as PDF version. So 2 versions. So you won't miss anything. Yeah. All right, good. So now I think, yeah, let me see if I have anything else. Yeah, so next topic. Before I go to next topic, let me do the demo first. Yeah. So let me get out of this presentation first. Yeah. Keep my annotation. Yeah. I just click keep. So it's still there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you can see, yeah, you will have that version. All right. Yeah. That annotation version. Yeah. Next. So this time, let's repeat what we did last time. Remember, we command prompt, right? You want to CD to that location, yeah. Let me find, yeah. So here, I hope you can find your Tomcat easily, yeah. This one, yeah, let me just, yeah, this is the root. Let me just drag and drop that root, yeah, here. All right, yeah. Now, last time, remember, I typed set env first, yeah. But based on my experience last year, I only need to set that once, okay? The second time, I do not need to set it, okay? So let me test it. Yeah, I just type startup directly. Do not, yeah, that can save me some keystrokes. Yeah. So start up. Enter. Oh. Well, start something wrong. dir. All right. Yeah. All right. Oh, Bin directory, sorry, I'm in wrong directory. Yeah, CD, bin, yeah. I should not go to that. I should not go to that root directory. I should go to the binary command. all the commands inside the bin. So that's why I couldn't find that startup. Start up. This time I can find it. See? Remember, yeah, I do not need to type that setenv again, right? So you only need to do once. So convenient, okay? So convenient. Yeah, yeah. But you need to do at least once, okay? Otherwise, Java cannot be found. No JDK. All right. Now we do hot deployment. Yeah, Tomcat is running, so we do hot deployment. All right. I put this window aside. When we do hot deployment, you can see some lines displaying some information about the new web application in that black window, running window, Tomcat running window. All right. Let me just go to, yeah, here, look at this one. I have the web apps. Yeah, we copy Duke in this document root directory, web apps. Okay, yeah. So let me find my Duke folder, part C. Here, where is my? Oh, not this one. This folder. Yeah, Duke. Yeah, look at this folder. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Yeah. All right. Before I paste, let me do something, carefully arrange something. I show this window so we can see some information displayed in this window. Yeah. Here. Paste. Yeah. Copy. All right. Then Tomcat need to detect it. Yeah. See? Pick it up. See? Yeah. Tomcat detected, pick it up. All right. Has finished, right? Look at information. Yeah. Duke. See that Duke, right? Yeah. Web application directory has finished in, certain number of time units. Yeah. Ready. It tells us ready to go. If something is wrong, you will see error messages. Something could be wrong, right? Yeah. Something messed up inside this web application. That could happen. But here, no error message, so ready to go. Yeah. Let's bring up the web browser to visit this web application. All right. Yeah, here. Yeah, sorry, it blocked my. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's quite annoying. Yeah, block my control part. All right, let me just stop share first, then I share again. Yeah, that's cannot minimize. Okay, yeah, but let me get my browser in a good position. Yeah, in a convenient. Yeah, convenient location. Then I start sharing. Yeah. Then I share again. So this time I can control my browser. All right. Yeah. So let me start a new browser page, localhost. All right. Localhost. Yeah. Yeah. Let me type. Yeah. HTTP, although. Yeah, localhost 8080. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so you see here, this is the Tomcat default Tomcat homepage. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a lot of information. Yeah. Look at this. Look at manager app. right? Manager app, host manager, manager. Yeah. So then you need an account, right? Yeah, manager app. So when you have a manager account, now you can log in into the manager page. So then you manage your work. Yeah. All right. So here, let's just visit our Duke web application. Right? /Duke. Enter. See? Yeah, this is the interface. So welcome page, also interface, because it's a simple one. Right? Yeah, simple one. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's type Java Web Apps. Okay. Submit. Then hello Java Web Apps. Simple feature. Okay. Some simple dynamic feature here. We just use JSP. JSP, we will learn quickly that Java JSP, Java Server Pages. Okay. Yeah. So this one has little small data processing dynamic feature here. Java Web Apps. So we can play around. So this is our first Java Web application. Okay. After you download, so you go through Tomcat basic things, we can play around. All right? Yeah. So that's our first part for Tomcat, web application in Tomcat. Yeah. Any question? Yeah. So let me, all right. So put this aside. So let us do the second part. But in my second part, first, let me shut down this Tomcat first. Shut down this Tomcat first. Because in my second part, I need to start Tomcat in Eclipse. If I do not shut down this one, there is a conflict. Port, remember the same port, 8080, occupied already by this Tomcat. Okay? So other Tomcat cannot start. So I have to shut down this one first. Shut down. All right, yeah, so this one is done. All right, I do not need it, so I close the window, yeah. Then the second part, yes, I have a lot of information in the second part, yeah, but I do not have much time, so I hope I go a little faster, otherwise I cannot complete my part 2, C.2. Basic information of Eclipse for Java EE. Yeah, we need to install and use this IDE. So in this part, I want to talk about installation and configuration. In order to use it to develop our Java projects, Java web projects. So you need to go through these basic steps. Okay. All right, so let's do slide by slide. First, versions. When you download the versions of Eclipse for Java EE, find the right version. I have a tutorial, although, so after this class, you can do it. Yeah. If you feel you need more information, I will update my tutorial a little old. I need to update my tutorial, and you can get a little more information from my tutorial. All right. First, if you find Java download page, you can see there are many versions, but here I want pointed out the right version. Find the enterprise version. That Java EE, the first E means enterprise. So we learned the technology called Enterprise Edition. Okay, so this keyword, Enterprise, that's the right version. Yeah. The first version, top version for Java developers, that's the basic version. Core Java, that version. There is no web features in the top one. There is no web features. Okay, yeah. So the second one, yeah, that's the right one. You can see the size is much larger than the first one. There are many web-related features. Yeah. So download the right one. All right. Then after you choose the enterprise version, yeah, make sure you have Java installed. Before you install it, make sure you have Java installed. Okay. Yeah. All right. But for the Java, yeah. Before, yeah, so here for the Windows machine, how do you know if you have Java installed? Right? Now here, let me give you that information. For Windows, you can check this location. In your C drive, that's the default location for Java, C drive, program, files. Look at if you have Java folder. If you have a Java folder, look at inside. Yeah, the reason is many times if you look at inside, for some people, you may only have the JRE version, not JDK version, JRE. Yeah, JRE. Last time we compared the JRE, JDK difference. If you have only JRE version, not enough. You need to download a JDK version. JDK, we know it's a superset of JRE. It can do more, so we needed that JDK version. Okay, all right. JRE, yeah, let me recall, that's the Java runtime environment. Runtime environment. So if you only have JRE, you can only run executable Java file. Other people already compiled it for you, make it executable, then you can use this JRE to run those programs. That's the JRE. Right? Yeah. But yeah, so it can only run executable Java programs. Already executable. Yeah, compilable, yeah, you can run. And another type for executable job, yeah. Executable job, you can wrap it, your project, in a jar file, but that's an executable jar file. Yeah. Then your JRE can run that executable jar file. All right. JDK, Java Development Kit. So this one you can do more. You can use this one to compile Java programs and do a lot of other things. So we needed this version. So you make sure you have this on your machine. Yeah. So then we can do remaining of the Java development for this class. All right. Then installation of Eclipse for Java EE. Yeah. Download the right version. Yeah, here I assume, yeah, here I just use Windows as example. All right, yeah. For other versions, so you can change to appropriate version easily. Here for Windows right version, we select, yeah. So you can find there are 3 links: Windows, Mac, Linux. Yeah, you select the Windows link, yeah, it will take several minutes. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your, internet speed, how fast. Yeah, at my home, not very fast. I need to use, several minutes. Yeah. All right, download this file. You can see -JEE. Yeah, that's the old name. JEE. Look at that. Java EE. Java Enterprise Edition. JEE. Okay. Yeah, it means our enterprise version. That's the right version. If you do not see this JEE, probably you've got the wrong version. Okay, probably you need to change to the right version. Okay, JEE. Yeah. All right. Then installation is very simple. Unzip it in an appropriate location. Okay, yeah. If you see my folder, yeah, I use Java EE, big umbrella folder that inside I have IDE's folder, so I can put the Eclipse in my IDE subfolder. Okay, for you, yeah. So you can use my structure if you like, or you have freedom to choose your own structure. Okay, yeah. So then after you unzip it, you will see one folder. The default location, the folder is Eclipse, lowercase Eclipse. Okay, yeah. This Eclipse, if you install Eclipse before, you may already have that. Okay, yeah. If you, because you study, previous Java class, you may already have that. Yeah, but many students use IntelliJ. Yeah. All right. So the lowercase, in order to avoid confusion with Eclipse non-web version, yeah, non-web version. Also, if you unzip it, you also have that lowercase Eclipse. You may get confused. Yeah. So I like to change the name to Eclipse EE. So when you see this name, this is the EE version. Okay, so it's not a non-web version, core version. Okay, yeah. All right. Then, for convenience, you may like to create a shortcut, yeah, because you may not like every time you go to the menu levels, subfolders to find your Eclipse executable file. Yeah, you may want to start it faster. Yeah, we can put a shortcut on the desktop. So you right click, yeah. So you go to that Eclipse EE, that folder inside, you can find executable icon. So this is executable icon. This one, okay? Yeah, this is the executable icon, okay? Yeah. You want to make a shortcut on this executable icon on your desktop, okay? So you right click and put a shortcut on the desktop. Okay. Then in the desktop, probably you may like to change the name. Yeah, on your desktop, you see shortcut of something, right? Yeah, you may like to change its name. So yeah, our recommended name, Eclipse EE. For me, I have several Eclipse versions, so I use 1, 2, 3. So every semester when I teach a new, because probably we have new Eclipse versions, I always download a new version, current version. Yeah. So I use 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to have several Eclipse installed on the machine. No conflict. No conflict. All right. Okay, so that's the installation part. Yeah. Then configuration. Two things you need to configure before you can use it to develop Java web applications. The first thing, JDK. Now, you need to tell Eclipse where to locate JDK. Okay, here. To do it in your Eclipse, your Eclipse, because your Eclipse only needs JRE to run. Okay? Yeah, Eclipse only use JRE to run. Yeah. So then you need to pass extra information. Yeah. And the Tomcat requires JDK to run it. So we want to embed a Tomcat inside Eclipse. So we need to tell Eclipse where to find JDK. All right, so to run Tomcat in Eclipse for Java EE, we need to configure JDK inside Eclipse for Java EE. All right, yeah. How to do it? Yeah, pretty simple. Well, let's start the steps. you go to Windows tab, top bar, right? The top bar, there is one tab. You can see the item, Windows, select then preferences, the bottom. In the menu, drop down menu at the bottom, you see preferences. Okay. All right. Then you select preferences. You see this window, preference window, open. All right. Yeah. Then when you open that window, look at this node, Java node. Java node, it is closed. You click that little arrow, you expand that node. Okay, you click the little arrow, you expand that node. So then you see one item called installed JREs. Installed JREs by default with that JRE selected, checkbox selected. But we need to add JDK. You click this add button to add JDK. Okay, yeah. So then the add button, next window, you browse, you find your JDK location, you know, yeah. But find JDK location, also, you need to set a name for your JDK. Yeah. So later you can use that name as the reference, right? You refer to that JDK by that name. Okay. All right. Set a name. Here I set the name called JDK. Sorry, I set the name called JDK 18. Because the version is 18 version, okay? So I use that version, JDK 18, yeah. So you will see it, yeah. See my, yeah. So here, this little window, after you select it, yeah. This is the name side, okay? Yeah. Later I changed that name, yeah. You can see that. Checkbox, check the JDK checkbox, okay? Check the JDK checkbox, all right. Then, after that, we need to configure Tomcat. Tomcat, all right? In the same preference window, so do not close that window. We need to configure Tomcat in the same window. Yeah. Yeah. Here, in that window, I need to show you the window. In that window, you'll find servers node. Look at this server node. And click that little arrow beside server node, expand it. You see the runtime environment. You select the runtime environment. The default look blank, nothing there. Okay, nothing there. Then we click this add button to add our Tomcat. Yeah. All right. Add a button, so then you can expand. Yeah, so these Tomcat versions under the Apache node. Apache node, yeah. So you will see Apache node in that window. So you expand the Apache node, you will see the version. Here we select the Tomcat 9 version. Right version, yeah. Okay, yeah. And you need to tell the location, installation location, browse installation, yeah, browse to the location of your Tomcat. Okay, yeah. After that, remember in the JIE drop-down list, select our JDK. I set the name JDK 18. Okay, I set the JDK after I configure it. I set a name. So here we can refer to it. Okay, yeah. So don't forget, by default, this is not selected. By default, that's the Workbench JRE Eclipse use the JRE by default. Okay, so here we select the JDK, we just configure. After that, then you can apply and close the window. Here, this window apply and close. Then the configuration is done. Configuration is done. All right. Yeah. In my tutorial, I cover all the details, but I hope try to follow with this PowerPoint notes file. Are the best to follow. If you need extra information in my tutorial, so I will also post the tutorial so you can study that. All right. Yeah. So here, right. Server runtime environment. Yes. After this is this view after configuration, you will see this. Okay. Yeah. Remember the previous here blank window, right? Nothing. Here nothing, right? But after configuration, you will see that node, Tomcat server node, is there. Okay. All right. All right. So now, after it is configured, we are ready to develop a Java web application in Eclipse Java EE. Okay. Here we only have 5 minutes. Now, let me go quickly one slide to go through all steps. Then I try to show you how to do it. Yeah. All right, let's do quickly. First, we need to create a project inside Eclipse for Java EE. So what kind of project? The basic steps: go to File, then New, then select Dynamic Web Project. The project type, Dynamic Web Project. Okay. Then you need to give a type a project name. Here, let us just type Hello World. Our first example, Hello World inside Eclipse. Yeah. After that, because that project is a blank project, nothing inside. So we need to create a JSP file as the welcome file. Okay. Welcome file, I will spend a lot of time to talk about this concept later. Yeah. A lot of things we need to learn. Okay. Yeah. So in the project node, there is a source node. You expand the source node, you see the main node. You expand the main node, you see the web app node. All right. There are many levels you need to go. Then right inside that web app node, you right-click that node, you create a JSP file, call it index.jsp. Okay, index.jsp. Yeah. Later, when I explain welcome file, I will talk about that index.jsp. All right. So in this file, you enter some content there. Yeah. H2 tag, header, header 2, number 2, hello world, exclamation, save, then you can run it. All right. Yeah. Here only, how to run the project, also a few steps. Right click the project node, run as, then select run on server, select the server node, click finish, then now you will see the browser open, you'll see the result. Okay. Now here only 3 minutes. Let me go quickly. I try my best to do quickly. If everything is all right, I think I can complete it. All right. Yeah. But first, I need to start Eclipse. Yeah. I hope it is fast. Yeah. All right. The default location. Yeah. All right. Because I already configured it. Okay. Yeah. So here I skip all the configuration steps. Okay. As soon as I see, so that's my previous example. All right. Now I show you a new example. So this is my previous example. All right. Yeah. Let me just close it. Let me just do the last part, file, new, dynamic web project. Yeah, here I type hello world 1. Yeah, I cannot use the same name. Number 1. Next. Yeah, I do not need to change anything. Just click finish. Okay, yeah. Click finish. All right. Then I have hello world 1. Yeah, expand the project node. Then you see SRC node, main node, expand, then web app node. Look at this web app node. Right? In this web app node, right click, web app node, new JSP file. All right. Then type index. Yeah. You don't need to type .jsp. Yeah, by default, it has the JSP extension, index. Okay. Yeah. Finish. All right. Then you have this index.jsp default JSP file created. Yeah, we just type H2. Yeah. All right. Hello world. Exclamation sign. Yeah. Save it. All right. The last step, let's run it and see the result. Right click this node, run as, run on server. All right. Yeah. Select. Yeah, I already select. The first time you need to navigate to find your node and select. Yeah. I already have it. Finish. Okay. All right. Now Tomcat get started. Okay. Yeah. Then web browser. Open up and you see the result. Hello world. Yeah. That's all you need to see. Our first web application developed inside Eclipse for Java EE. Okay. All right. Yeah. So when we run out of time, yeah, that's it. Let's stop here, right here.